Hey everyone, morning. So we are driving around today. We have to fill out a hay harvesting permit, which basically, at least in the state of Nebraska, the way it works, to my understanding, is you have to fill this permit out if you want to bale any road ditches owned by the state or the county. So any road ditches that run along the highway, you must have a hay permit for. And you basically have to go in, find out what highway you want, what ditches you want, and then you have to apply for it. Now, if you own the field, you get first dibs. And you got 15 days to claim it, between July 15th and July 30th. If you don't own the field and the owner of the field doesn't want it, then it goes into basically like a first come first serve. So we're driving around right now to figure out what road ditches I want, and I gotta mark down the mile markers and everything like that. Basically record everything, and then I gotta bring it in today and make sure everything's filled out correctly, and then we just wait and see what fields and what ditches we end up getting. So I'm basically just walking along here right now, just trying to get an idea of what kind of ditch this really is. And of course, last night we got dumped on with rain. So it's a little wet, but this is kind of a mellow ditch. It's kind of steep right here. I think this falls steeper than 30 degrees. It's kind of hard to tell, but down here this is real mellow bottom. It's got quite a bit of water in it, but you can mow all the way up that because that's not very deep. But the rules of that is you got to be 15 foot away from the edge of the concrete, basically. So I think we'll file for this because it will come with this corner here. Which would be a couple pass right there. Almost 4, but probably 3 realistically. So I'd say all in all, this is a pretty good side here. We'll walk to the other side. I noticed it might be a little steeper. There is some weeds in here, which no bueno, but I think what we'll do with this hay, there's still a lot of good grass. So I think what we'll end up doing with that is just grinding it. So then basically this ditch here too, it's kind of another one. Now this one's got a lot of signs and trees, but you got to go around all that, which is kind of going to be a hassle. But the way I look at it is if I can get 3 bales or more per half mile, it's worth my time. The next day. But yesterday what we did is we filled out a bunch of road ditch information for hay harvest. And basically what that amounted to is I went in to hand it in. Now this is my first year doing it, as I mentioned. And I went to hand it in. Well, it's a first come first serve basis. So what that actually means is it's basically like Black Friday. What you do is you show up on July 30th and you just get in a line and you pick a number until they open, and then that's how they figure out the road ditches. So you have to have all your mile markers figured out, and then you show up, you tell them what mile markers you want. If they are not taken, you get them. If they are taken, you do not get them. So she said it's basically like Black Friday. Some people get there at 4 in the morning. They don't open till 7:30. And I don't think I'm gonna be there at no 4 in the morning because the road ditches that I'm looking at, I highly doubt anybody want that bad. What are you doing? So, last night we got hit with rain again. And I think we got about another ½ inch. So we are plenty good on rain for till next week. Then we could use a little more. So, there goes the idea of cutting hay today. We're gonna have to wait till at least, today's Wednesday, I'm gonna have to say probably Thursday or afternoon or even Friday before we can cut any hay. Just because we do not want it to rut it out. It's kind of a lowland anyways. We're cutting alfalfa again. So this will be the second cutting alfalfa. And the first cutting, it was a little muddy and we kind of rutted up just a little more than what we wanted to. So we're not gonna do that again. So right now, we don't have a whole lot going. Actually just got done golfing. And that's kind of weird to do during the middle of the day, but it was a nice day. It's 83 degrees out, but it's muggy, but a little breezy, so it's not bad. So that was fun, but now I'm gonna head down to the shop and we are gonna wash off the hiller. We did not get any beans hilled. I guess we did about 40 acres worth-ish. And that's all we got done. The beans just got too tall. It was too muddy to hill, so, which isn't a big deal. They're non-gravity, so it's all pivot irrigation, so it's fine. We're not too worried about it. So on that note, we're gonna go put the hiller away. So we're gonna power wash it off, wash the tractor off. The tractor's done till harvest, and start getting stuff put away. Well, first things first, before we wash this, we just got out to the field here. We're gonna take this scraper and just scrape off all the excess dirt, if we can. Well, I got that job done. I was gonna smack them all with the hammer to finish, but I don't even have a hammer with me. Time to go power wash. Yeah, coal rollers. How you guys doing? Easy. Neighbor. Dogs are growing really fast. Yeah, you're ready for the sheep to come home, aren't you? Yeah, you too? You guys want to play with the sheep? We got some training to do, don't we? Well, I'm gonna call that good. We got most of it all off. Everything that came off pretty easy anyways. And yeah, I'm gonna call it good. Good enough. So we'll let the tractors, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do the tractor tomorrow. But, I missed a spot. Time out. Okay. Now I'm all done. So I'm gonna park this outside tonight and let it drip dry. I don't want to fold it up for one, but I don't want to put it in the shed and let it drip dry there either. And if it does rain tonight, which I don't even know if there's a chance, I kind of quit watching. If there is, then I'll help wash the rest of it off. Tractor gets its wash probably tomorrow or Friday. Finally. Then once we get the sprayer washed, Dad's tractor shined up. Well, I don't know. What do farmers do on their free time? Just kidding. When you're a farmer and a rancher, you don't get a break. The yard's getting pretty cleaned up. We still got pipe delay, but it's just too muddy, which is fine. Don't break my heart. I don't like that job anyways. Well guys, thanks for hanging out with me today on this video right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Next week we got second cutting alfalfa coming sometime, and I don't know, all kinds of stuff. There's always something going on. Now I know there's some of you guys are like, oh come on Jesse, all you do is you do haying videos. You know, where's the farming? You had one farming video. Well guys, to be honest with you, this year has just been so messed up. We didn't get near the hilling done that we normally do. We didn't get hardly any hilling done on the beans like we normally do. And we were so pressed for time on a lot of things that it wasn't very spread out, and we just didn't get a lot of field work done compared to most years. So we are minimal till, which means, you know, that we don't do a lot of conventional tilling, so there isn't a lot of field work to do in the beginning, but we do have enough, and this year we just didn't get it all done. It just didn't happen. The corn got too tall and it was too muddy, and it happens. So don't leave because of that. I promise you there will be a ton of farming videos this fall. You'll have so many in the field videos that you'll probably get tired of them. I hope you don't get tired of them. Got, you know, there'll be combines, and I don't know, we got a couple months of harvest stuff, fall work, all that good stuff. So hang in there. Don't have any cows around except for pasture, so that's kind of nice too. What are you doing? Ready? He had to lay in the water. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you next time on JM Farm and Cattle.